Hello guys, I'm Urban Fox Gamer and today I'll be showing you a 3ds Max tutorial. This is like an additional tutorial for the last video that I made about low poly trees, which is this one. And this is like a video about making this video, which is speed modeling of that tree. So let's begin. Let's start with geodesic shapes with the geosphere. So just build here. Now the geobasic base type is here. It's three types, so that's ICO. Let's change to Octa, and the other one is Tetra. So let's make the segments here for Tetra 2, probably the Octa. Probably the Octa is 2 again, and leave the ICO to 1. So there you go, we already have those three geodesic shapes. So let's just scale it to have contrast. This one has more polygons, this one second, and this one is the last one that has less polygons. So let's just adjust a little bit here. Let's add some rotation to add some randomness to the mix. So there's that. Let's pull it up like so. Now to add the tree trunk, it's pretty easy, just add a cylinder. So for my cylinders, I made the height segments 1, the sides to an odd number. For this one, for the main tree, I made it 5, the branches will be 3. So let's just scale it here like so, probably in the middle of everything. Now the reason why I didn't add height segments, so I can do this like that, so it has that triangular thing going on. So just pull it up. Of course, pressing F3, going to face selection, Control A, we are going to left click the faces that we don't want to delete. I'm just going to delete this and that to save memory. It's a good practice, saving poly count. I know this is like a small thing, it's just 5 faces, but if you're going to duplicate this tree, it's going to add up. So good practice of modeling is, if you don't see it, just delete it. So we're just going to twist this a little bit, going to F3. I'm just going to move down. There we go. Now we are going to add the height segments, which is by using connect. Let's go click the dialog box, probably add some 4 segments. So there's that. I'm now going to add the noise modifier. So there's 2 ways that I am using. So for this one, I'm just going to make the strength here 20 and 20. You don't want to add noise on the Z because I want this to be level to the ground. So I'm just going to do that, X and Y to 20, scale it up, and it will do the magic. So there's that. Probably add a different seed. Let's see, probably seed 3 is okay. So there's that. Probably tone it down like that, and there you go. After you are happy, just convert it back to poly. Now of course you can do some adjustments, finer adjustments. Probably make the base more wider, probably do a twist here, whatever you wish. Probably make the base here a little bit wider. There you go. Now same goes with the cluster of leaves. We're just going to convert everything to poly first. So we're just going to add noise. Here's the other way that I'm using. So I'm just going to make the scale at least 10, everything to 100. So everything's now crazy. Now to tone down that, I'm just going to click here in the plus symbol, gizmo, pressing R, and I'm going to scale it in all axes. So as you can see, I can do the noise adjustments by just doing a scale. So I think I'm happy with that. Doesn't have some clipping to it. So I'm gonna do the same with here. I'm just gonna add the noise. As you can see, there's like clipping, but you like the shape, you just convert it to poly, then just do some adjustments and you're done. Easy. It doesn't need to be perfect because it's just a tree, it's organic. Nature does do nature things. So there's that. Last one is this one. We can use an FFT, for example, like that. Just hit the plus symbol, control points, just mess it around, grab a point, then do some rotation here, here, or something like that, like so. Probably pull this here, again pull it there. I'm gonna make it smaller here, so like that. Whenever you're happy, control right click, convert to poly again. So there's our cluster of leaves, like that, and we're just going to add some tree branches. So tree branches is quite easy. Make sure when you're making a model, click auto grid so you can draw faces on the surface of models. So for this one, I'm just going to draw face here, the cylinder here against the leaves. So there's that. It's approximately the right position. Just make it 3. Now for this one, I'm going to draw it here. By pressing F4, I can see the wireframe in the face. So kind of works. There we go. It keeps on failing.
A few moments later.
Or maybe just turn this off. I'm just going to do this. So again, practice. Good practice is just to delete faces that you don't see. So again, we're just going to delete that. Make the branch a little bit smaller. Probably taper here. Add some segments. Probably I'm just going to add 2. Now for this one, I'm just going to convert. Holding control will make your edge selection to vertex. I'm just going to do some twisting like this, like that. So that's a tree branch. Let's just rotate this to a position. I'm gonna make the base a little bit smaller because it's now getting a little bit too big for my liking. So just do that. Oops. Like so. So we already finished this tree that we have. So like so. So we already have that tree. I'm really happy with that. Now we're just going to add some color to it and probably more low polyness to it. So I'm just going to do is I'm going to attach them all. So on the side of attach, there's a dialog box called attach list. I'm just going to shift and click all attach, so that will attach everything. Now go to poly selection, control A, then clear all to remove all the smoothing groups. So there's that. Now to color this one, we're just going to go to shaded first, then let's go press our material editor, which is M. Now we're just going to add a diffuse color here. Let's make it fun color like green, like so. Now for the tree trunks, let's just make it brown. So that's diffuse. Make it orange, like that. Then make the value a little bit lower, probably desaturate a little bit. So there's that. Now to grab all the branches, make it all. I click the element section, grab the tree branches, which is 3 parts, and just drag here. So there's your base tree. That's your low poly tree. It's a fun looking simple low poly tree. You can do whatever you want with it. Now with your base model, you can add some variations to it. Now you can delete a cluster of leaves here, or you can add a bend or add an FFT, for example. Let's make that. So for this variation, probably I'm going to delete this one, this one. And for this variation, I'm going to make this tree branch disappear. Probably move this one here. Let's just say this one is on top of the tree, like that. But you can do the variation thing after you do the UV map, by the way, so it saves you a lot of time. You don't want the UV 3 different trees, so of course base model needs to be UV map, prepped up, textured, everything before you do these two variations to make your workflow faster. So we made 3 variations now: the base model, variation 1, variation 2. Now to add more variation to it, I'm going to do a little bit of rotation here, probably rotation here, here. Same goes with this one. I'm gonna do a rotation here and here. Now more variation, we are going to use FFT, like that again. Now this one, same principle, control points. We're going to select these. I'm gonna pull it up. We make it thinner here, like so. Probably wider at the bottom. So there's that. That's variation 1. So I'm happy with that. Convert it back to poly. Now for this one, I want to use a bend. So bend modifier, bend. Make sure the bend axis is on the z-axis. Bend it here. Probably the other way around. Doesn't look too good. So let's just make the gizmo a little bit bigger. Probably like that. Probably bend it more. Probably make the gizmo like that. So it has that bend. Maybe I'll need to rotate this. There you go. Has that bend. I'm happy with that result. Convert it back to poly. So as you can see from the base tree that I made, I already made 2 variations of the base tree by just doing rotation, adding modification, and that's pretty much it. So again, these are very basic shapes and a response video for the 4-year-old video that I made years ago. So if you find this video useful, give it a like, share, subscribe, the usual. So that's pretty much it. Well, this is Urban Fox Gamer, signing out.